concerns regarding the health of adolescents in light of the legalization of recreational marijuana. As a developmental behavioral pediatrician and the director of the Adolescent Substance Abuse Program at Boston Children's Hospital, I am very concerned for the well-being of adolescents in this new era of legalization, given the great risk that marijuana use poses to teenagers and young adults. Simply put, marijuana interferes with brain development. THC, which is one of the active ingredients in marijuana, mimics a natural brain chemical called anandamide. When either THC or anandamide binds a receptor on a brain cell, the release of neurotransmitters from one cell to another is inhibited. In effect, these chemicals quiet cells down. THC is twice as potent as anandamide, so it binds to receptors more rapidly, it sits on receptors longer, and it quiets cells down more aggressively. This is important because THC not only impacts immediate responses in the brain, but also affects the process of brain development. During normal adolescent brain development, cells that are inactive get pruned away or eliminated to increase the brain's efficiency at sending messages. Anandamide is important for guiding this shaping of the brain. Brains exposed to THC, or in other words marijuana, during this phase of development may end up over-pruned, with important connections accidentally erased. In fact, several regions of the brain are smaller in adolescents that use marijuana compared with their peers that don't. One such area is called the hippocampus, which is important for long-term memory formation and the basis of learning. A longitudinal study in New Zealand found that marijuana use during adolescence was associated with significant drop in IQ over time, even when individuals stopped using marijuana later in adulthood. This study can be found attached to my testimony. Putting all of this together, that marijuana introduces an exogenous chemical that suppresses communication from cells that, in addition to the smaller brain areas in adolescents who use marijuana during this phase of development and decreased functioning, shows how marijuana can disrupt this finely tuned system. Marijuana, in addition to causing these problems with brain development, it is addictive, and adolescent marijuana users are particularly vulnerable to developing substance use disorders. The brain's pleasure and reward center, called the nucleus accumbens, is densely packed with these cannabinoid receptors, and the binding of THC in this part of the brain results in the pleasurable experience often associated with marijuana use. Neurologic changes in this very part that results from binding of drugs to the nucleus accumbens can cause behavioral loss of control that we know as addiction. Marijuana can cause changes in this part of the brain, just as alcohol, opioids, cocaine, and other drugs can. So for every drug, the younger a user is when they start using, the more likely they are to become addicted. This is because the frontal lobes, the part of the brain responsible for executive functioning, good decision making, protect against addiction, but are not fully developed during adolescence, leaving this age group very, very vulnerable. The long-term consequences of marijuana use are dependent on quantity, frequency, and total dose, but there's no known safe level of exposure to marijuana. I've had patients tell me that they knew they were addicted after a single use. A study in Sweden found that heavy marijuana use, defined as 50 or more lifetime uses, which is just an average of once a month during high school, was associated with nearly 7-fold increase in developing a psychotic disorder. Though most adolescents that I speak with believe that using just once a month is light, sporadic, and benign use. There are several bills before your committee that are important to consider in the context of potential youth consumption. Senate Bill 10.
I appreciate so much that people are bringing written testimony and studies. That is very, very important. If everyone speaks for 5 minutes even, we will be here a long time. In respect to the other people, I'm going to ask you to conclude your testimony, and I will begin to ask you to stop at the